Whoopi Goldberg. Okay, look, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one, you know. But I say again, I gave my view because I think in life we should be open to give all of our our viewpoints, man. This is a tricky one here. Um, the what the Nazis did to the Jews, is that racism? Technically speaking, in a strictly technical sense, it isn't. Strictly technically speaking. But then when you now view the point that Hitler and so forth said they were the master race and so forth, and we were the master race and all this kind of thing, then from that viewpoint, um, maybe you can be like, okay, it could be racism but let's because I've been thinking about this a lot, man. Because I said to myself, okay, like we have different tribes in Nigeria. So, for instance, if let's say the Yoruba decided that, you know what, we think that the Igbo are inferior to us, and we're now going to seek out war to eradicate all the Igbo people in Nigeria. They're not racist to the Igbo people because Igbo and Yoruba still come under the African race, you know. So that's not because racism is you are against a certain race. Spielberg is Jewish. If you didn't tell me Spielberg was Jewish, I'd think that he was a white man, a Caucasian. I used to live in a place filled with many Jewish people. If I just saw them and you didn't tell me they were Jewish, they look like white. See, there's a difference between the Jews that you see who are white and Hasidic Jews. See, Hasidic Jews, they're but Spielberg, like Darren Aronofsky, the director, he looks like a white man. He's Jewish. And here's my thing. So if you're Jewish and you have to fill out like this certain questionnaires, and it now goes, but okay, what race are you? You know, African, Asian, South Asian, blah, blah, blah. Is there a denotion for Jewish on that racial thing in the same way that there's a box for African, there's a box for South American, there's a box for East Asian, South Asian, and so forth? I'm not sure. Like the Slavic people, they are white, but they're Slavic people, separate from Western Europeans. So I think what Ruby Goldberg was saying in a technical term, it was whites against whites. Very technical speaking. But the way the Nazis were rolling, the way Hitler was rolling was like, bro, we are the master race, and we believe that the Jewish are inferior. And I believe that he viewed them as an inferior race. So, but here's the thing that's like, see, I think Whoopi didn't say that that Holocaust is real. No, no. She said that it is still an evil, but she just doesn't think that it's racism. All because she doesn't think it's racism doesn't mean that what happened wasn't any less atrocious. It was still a horrible crime. That she just don't think it's. So my thing is that once she says that I don't think it's racism, have a debate, have an argument. It's called The View. If it's called The View, that means I have a viewpoint, I have a viewpoint. Let's argue. Let's debate. Now, you now try to now argue against my viewpoint that I don't think it was racism, and I will now tell you why your viewpoint is wrong and why it is racism. But if we're now saying that, oh, you need to be sensitive and so forth, then because the issue in life is we have to have discussions. I love a debate. I love arguments, especially with guys that want to have. See, I love arguments with people that want to make a sensible the debate because that's what we need. But I just believe that in this world, there's not enough discourse back and forth and do debates. Is if you say certain things, you're completely short of nobody wants to have a discussion with you, which I think is very, very dangerous, man. So that's my viewpoint.